Check, check, check. And we welcome you back to the Owen Center here in Peoria, Illinois, as we get ready for part 2 of our doubleheader here on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel. I'm Matt Harrington, pleased to be joined alongside Jack Simzik, and we saw a pretty good game from the Bradley D2 team tonight as they took down SIUE, Southern Illinois University Edwardsville, by a final score of 4-1. Jack, I know you had the opportunity to do the color commentary for that game. What were some of your biggest takeaways from the big win?
Osborne looked fantastic before he got ejected in the third period. He had a shutout going. They clamped down on defense. We saw a bunch of guys scoring, put up points, assists. Just an overall good team win. I mean, my main takeaways are from the SIUE team. Seems like they got a lot to figure out. But as far as the Braves go, great win for them to get above 500. And if they can win tomorrow and sweep this weekend series, that gets them right back next to SIUE in the standings. So it was a good night for them, and we hope to see a good night for the D3 team tonight, who's still looking for their first win of the season, as they're 0-4-0 currently in their first 4 games. Yeah, you mentioned that Bradley picks up the win. They improved to 5-4 as far as the D2 team goes, and you mentioned the D3 team 0-4. They played UW-Platteville, lost 5-1 and 12-2. A little bit closer against Washington University of St. Louis, 4-2, a 4-2 loss, 4-3 loss. But these are not the results, obviously, they've wanted so far. So what are your takeaways through the first 4 games of the D3 season? I mean, the University of Wisconsin-Platteville series, I called the 12-2 game. I mean, I just did not see much from them in their first series this season. Looked a little better against Washington University of St. Louis in a 4-2 and 4-3 loss. So they're inching closer toward a win. You got to wonder if tonight's the night they can do it, and this might be the team to do it against, an SIUE's D3 team. They've only played 2 games so far this season, and they are 1-1. So if there's a team to do it against, it might be this one. We'll see if the D3 team can take after what the D2 team did earlier tonight, and let's get 2 Bradley victories tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned the SIUE is 1-1 for their D3 team. They lost 9-2 against Northern Illinois on September 28th, and then on the 29th, they turned it around with a nice 5-4 W. But with a team with very little experience so far, they've only played 2 games. How does Bradley take advantage of this?
Well, I mean, Bradley's played twice as many games as this SIUE team has. They got to take advantage. Just they got to come out hot and early. I mean, that's what the D2 team tried to do tonight. They eventually came out and broke away. But I think this D3 team, they got to come out firing all cylinders, come out quickly, take an early lead before SIUE ever has time to settle in, make them uncomfortable, so SIUE never even gets into the game. And I think the Braves, as they've seemed to gel over these first 4 games and get closer towards a winning score, like I said, I got a feeling this might be the night for them to do it.
All right, so 0-4 Bradley Braves taking on the 1-1 SIUE Cougars. Should be a good game. We'll be back here in just a minute or so as we round up warm-ups here on the Bradley Braves Hockey YouTube channel. I'm Matt Harrington once again. Pleased to be joined by Jack Simzik, and we'll be right back for the start of this one. All right, as we come back here on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel, let's take a look at our starting goalies for this one. In net for Bradley, it'll be Jesse Nussbaum, who is 0-4 on the season with a 6 goals against average and a .760 save percentage. Looking to turn that one around for Bradley. And then at the other end for SIUE, it'll be Evan Johnson, who is 1-1 on the season with a 6.60 goals against average and an .861 save percentage. So there's a look at your starting goaltenders for tonight's game. As we get ready for puck drop here at the Owen Center, we are officially underway as the D3 Bradley Braves take on the D3 SIUE Cougars. Up through center, it's Brendan Lowe. He'll send this one into the corner. Good hustle by Craig Ford. That one's picked off by Dorji. Now along the boards for Bradley, it's Nicholas Sorrentino. That one goes high up in the air, but somehow stayed in play. Battling now behind that Bradley net, behind Nussbaum. Played out, and Cameron Coquit will come away with it. Coquit, the freshman, has 1 assist so far in the season. Taken the other way by Daniel Diebert. Diebert down the left side. Diebert gets bodied nicely there. In there for Bradley is Jared Ernest. This one kept in by the Cougars. They are in the black jerseys tonight. Bradley going with the white instead of the typical home red. Braves will try and bank this one out. Kept in, though, by SIUE. Michael Dixon makes a nice play. Up through center, here come the Braves. This one's sent in deep by Ernest, behind the net. 18:42 here to go in this first period, still no score. Braves work it nicely here. Quick wrister in the slot, that one's blockered away by Evan Johnson. Braves move it back up to the point. Ernest keeps it in. Elman out there looking for a pass in the slot. That one goes wide of the net. This one's kept in by the Braves. Sent in deep. Off the glass as it comes through the neutral zone. Controlling it is Whitelaw. Sent in deep again by Ernest as we get a couple of line changes. Down low. Up top, Ernest fires one. That one went well wide of the net. After it for Bradley. Now into the corner. Up top again, here's Ernest. Big slap shot redirected in front, that time by Bishop, but it went wide. Here's Bishop again. Bishop moves it to the point. Shot through traffic, that missed. As Bradley continues to mount some good offensive pressure here to begin this hockey game.
I agree there. Bradley so far controlling the offensive pressure. A little bit of a slow start for both teams. Not as high energy of play as usual coming out for a game, but we went about 2 minutes, 15 seconds there without a whistle, so unlike the D2 game earlier tonight, this game seems to be flowing along smoothly.
I was just about to bring that up about the amount of whistles that there was in that D2 game. I mean, that first period, it didn't seem like it would ever end. So this one goes back up to the point as Bradley controls. Redirection potentially in front by Marcel, but that one's going nowhere. Now at the point, here's a shot that rolls through right in front, and Evan Johnson has to reach out to make that one.
Shot there by Sumter from the blue line.
Referee just took a tumble there.
I don't know what happened there. A little bit of a slow shot by Sumter that almost slid through the legs of Evan Johnson. He managed to squeeze legs, keep this game at 0-0 early on.
Good start, though, offensively for Bradley as they continue to get some shots on net. We've got 17:26 remaining here in this first period of play. No score between the SIUE Cougars and your Bradley Braves. This one's flipped out by the captain for SIUE. That's Craig Ford. He leads the team with 4 points on the season through 2 games. We got a penalty coming up here. It's going to be against Bradley. And this one's touched. We'll get the whistle.
So an early power play for the Cougars here in this D3 game. And one of the things I've noticed over the 4 D3 team for the D3 Bradley game so far is they have a problem with the penalties, to be honest.
Yep.
Got to stay out of the box, and they find themselves down a minute short early on here with 17-10 still in the first period. So SIUE gets an early power play as they look to jump ahead in this game here.
We'll see if SIUE can generate anything so far on this first power play attempt of the game. It'll be Austin Zerline on the faceoff. He's got 1 assist so far, or pardon me, 1 goal so far in the season. He's one of the alternate captains of this SIUE team. So it'll be a 2-minute minor and a chance for SIUE to strike first here in enemy territory.
Yeah, it's D3 team so far. The Braves, they've accumulated 40 penalty minutes in just 4 games. That's averaging 10 minutes penalty time a game. That's 5 minors if you want to look at it like that. So,
got to stay out of the box, and they've had trouble with it here early as they go on the penalty kill. This one is banked to the corner by Sumter. Now finally chopped out of there by Thompson. 11, 12, and 13 on the ice. Bishop, Sumter, and Thompson. About 15 seconds gone so far in this penalty kill for the Braves.
Good effort by Bishop there to keep the puck in the Cougar zone for a little bit on the penalty kill. Good hustle by him.
This one comes up through the neutral zone, and it's Sumter with it in his own end. Nice pass up ahead to Bishop. Here is Seth Bishop. Good move to get her on the defense. Quick wrister, but he missed it well wide. And so SIUE gets a chance to resume their power play activity. Dion Thompson. SIUE will move it to the top of the point. One's held on to, wrist shot, loose in front, and cleared to the corners. That one's finally chopped out by the Braves.
It's not put out there. A great shift there for Bishop in the first minute of that penalty kill. He looks fantastic, using his speed to keep the puck out of his own zone and waste some time in the penalty there.
50 seconds to go on this Bradley penalty kill. This one will roll behind to Evan Johnson as he goes out to plate for a teammate. SIUE has not had very many chances so far in this power play. This one comes through center. Now back the other way. Here's Jared Honda. That one missed. Kept in by Ernest. That one goes out of play with 25 seconds to go on this Bradley penalty kill.
Solid kill so far by the Braves, and this one goes out of play. So look at a face-off in the Cougar zone, which will take more time. Which will take more time off penalty for them. It's been a very successful penalty kill here so far. They have 25 seconds left to kill off.
Honda wins the draw back to the point. That one missed. Again, 20 seconds to go on that SIUE power play. Move forward by Winkler. That one's intercepted and sent down by Herman. Great penalty kill for Bradley, and that'll pretty much do it with 2 seconds to go. And gotta say, that's exactly how you want to start this game.
Great penalty kill by them. Now they can look to get back out there and try to score the first goal of this game, break open some scoring here.
SIUE sends it in deep. After it for Bradley is Sumter. Sumter will control it behind the net and move it forward to Cameron Coquit. Slapped in deep. Delayed off sides as Bradley moves forward now. Here is Sumter on the left wing. Sumter pass out front. He was looking for a man. And this one will go again into the hands of Sumter. Pass down low. Braves looking to strike here and make this 1-0. Sorrentino down there as well. Sumter again moves it. Sorrentino. Pass was again looking for another man in front. SIUE comes out with the puck though. Chance blown by the Braves. Quick wrister right into the glove that time of Nussbaum, and we'll get another whistle.
Some good looking chances there on that last drive for the Braves. Pass through the crease in front of the net, didn't quite find the man it was looking for. But the Braves so far are off to a solid offensive start. I think they're moving a little slow, a little bit of a slow start compared to what I usually see out of the team, but they've had most of the puck possession so far.
SIUE controls it down low now as Nicholas Evanhoff. And the Braves will try and work this one out along the near side boards. D-to-D pass that time from Ernest. This one on a stick and moving forward. There's a nice backhand chance, and that one caught him off guard. This one's on top of the net. And a great chance for Bradley as just kind of that opportunity came out of nowhere, and a really good chance for them to strike first.
Beautiful turnaround backhand pass there by Pranza, trying to set his team up. A little bit of the scare for Johnson in net there, but he manages to get a lucky break. The puck lands on the top of the net, calling for a whistle, and the faceoff comes outside of their zone. So lucky break there for the Cougars.
Ernest, the captain of this D3 team, will send it in deep. And after it, Jared Honda. And this will go to the corner. Good pinch by Ernest, but he gives it away right to a Cougar. And they move forward. It's a 2-on-2 the other way. Quick wrist shot was blocked nicely. And Honda will wisely backhand this one out. Evanoff will control it for the Cougars as they move through this center ice. Good moves by Sumter. Sumter with the wrister, caught a piece of the glove that time of Johnson. Now Sumter again as he looks to grab this puck on his stick. Centering pass out front, right through the crease. Sumter sends it down the other way. John gets a stick on it, now through center. Good hustle by Brendan Lowe to send it into the offensive zone. Sumter gets a hit there from a Cougar as they move it forward. Picked up nicely by Kipka, or Sipka, pardon me. 12:30 to go in this second period of play, or pardon me, this first period of play. 0-0 is your score. Pass right up front, not going through those Bradley Braves bodies. Here's Ernest with speed along the right wing, left wing. Shot that got blocked in front. Cougars trying to get this one out of their own end. This will float right through the neutral zone. Whitelaw will push it forward. Michael Dixon grabbing a hold of it for the Cougars as there's a delayed offsides. They'll move it forward. Dixon sends it in deep along the left side. Goes to play it behind the net on the backhand. Gave it away, and Bradley will attempt to clear this one out. They do. A little bit of trouble here for the Braves as they are stuck in their own end. Good forecheck from Dixon, and they'll move it back in their own end as they look to regroup. Off the skate of Bonderi, and that one's sent back into the Cougar zone. Cougars move forward, still a scoreless hockey game here at the Owen Center in Peoria. Glad you could join us for this D3 matchup tonight. This one goes through the neutral zone as it's John Rindow. Now, nice pass up ahead for Bradley as this one nervously came out. Ellman plays it. Good work here by the Braves. There's a chance that went through. Trying to grab a hold of this. Looking at that backhand, it was just fired wide. Sumter keeps it in again. Ellman tries to redirect this one down low. Good collision down there in the corner. Winkler lost his stick and gloves, but he gets it back. 10:28 to go in this first period, still no score. A lot of sloppy play so far in this one from both teams. Vivitsky behind the net for Bradley. He'll send it up the boards. Oh, there's a big collision, and there's going to be a penalty resulting on this one. And so Bradley will get their first power play opportunity of the night.
Yeah, that's definitely interference there on Jordan Meyer for the Cougars. Blatant interference. He had a man who was nowhere near the puck. So the Braves going to get their power play opportunity coming up here with 10:08 left in the first. And, you know, something I've noticed early is not a lot to talk about so far. It's the game, like you said. It's been a sloppy game, slow-paced. We've mentioned Gabriel Sumter's name quite a bit tonight. He's made some nice passes out there, had some nice moves. If things keep going like this, I expect him to tack on a couple assists, maybe even a goal. But right now, he's the man to watch out for if you're the Cougars. Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of defensemen, Jared Ernest has also been making some pretty good plays for Bradley so far in this one. The defensemen have definitely shined.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll keep an eye on those two, especially as Bradley begins their power play. Colquitt couldn't win the draw, so this one will go all the way down. This will be played by Nussbaum. And there's Sumter, as we mentioned, manning this engine as he moves up the ice. Good speed along the right wing for the Braves. Now Honda with it in the slot. He got pickpocketed that time as Ford sends it down.
So the Braves are going with 4 forwards, 1 defenseman here. The 1 defenseman they're going with, and by no surprise to me, is Sumter, looking to set up something on the power play and score that first goal of the game here.
Sumter will move it over to Colquitt. Colquitt, nice moves through center. Colquitt will move along the left side as he turns and waits for somebody to join him. Colquitt will move it to Honda along the left boards. Now up top, Honda gets his pass back. Braves looking to strike first as there's 55 seconds remaining on this power play. Here's a wrist shot that might have caught a Bradley man in front. And once again, this is cleared down by Craig Ford, the leading scorer, and he's looked very good for SIUE so far. 8:48 to go in this one. First period of play here, no score between the Bradley Braves and the SIUE Cougars. There's a shot that missed well wide. Kept in now by Ernest, but it's a giveaway, and here comes SIUE the other way. Brendan Lowe just couldn't find it, so Ernest will grab a hold of it.
That was a costly turnover there by Ernest, but lucky for him, I don't know what Brendan Lowe was doing, but
yeah, very slow from Lowe.
It's been a slow game.
Big collision along that near side boards, but Bradley continues to move forward. Here's Bishop. Bishop working hard down low in that corner as he moves it up top. Here's a slap shot. Good blocker save from Evan Johnson. We hit the 8-minute mark in this first period.
Been back to even strength too now.
Rashad scores! Might have got deflected on the way in, and the shot from Nicholas Sorrentino. And Bradley strikes first. It's 1-0 Braves.
So right as Bradley's power play ends, they managed to score anyway right after. Shot from the blue line by Sorrentino. Nicholas Sorrentino took a funny bounce, may have been directed by somebody out in front because that puck took a strange bounce, went up in the air, and kind of just drifted down in behind Johnson. But either way, the Braves will take it as they lead 1-0 with 7:56 here remaining in the first period.
I think that one went off Ethan Herman because he was the one that went first in the fist bump line. So my guess is that Sorrentino's shot got redirected by Herman in front.
It's a fair guess. We'll probably get the official announcement soon here.
Yeah, absolutely. So with 7:48 to go, it's a 1-0 lead for the Braves. It's one, but a big goal nonetheless for the Braves. 7:35 to go in this first period. Braves lead at 1-0 over the SIUE Cougars. Braves trying to work this one back in, Vavitsky, but it's taken a hold of nicely by the SIUE Cougars. They move it forward. This one into the Bradley defensive corner. They'll work it up nicely through center, but it's kept in by the Cougars. Good stick work by Orban. Haven't seen him a whole lot tonight for the Cougars, but he's out there now. Now for Bradley, Vavitsky moves it up the ice. Now taken hold of by John. We'll move it back to Vavitsky. Vavitsky, one of the alternate captains of this Bradley D3 team. Nice saucer pass through the right wing as there's a big collision as Thompson caught a body. Backhander try was no good. 6:34 to go. Bradley leads at 1-0. There's Sumter that you talked about. Good stick handling moves as he gives a nice pass up along the right wing. Pass out front was intended for Coquit, but now this one is up in the air. They'll let it bounce. Cougars move the other way, a chance to even up this game, but it's sent in by Bondari, and we'll get a whistle here with 6:11 to go in the first period of play.
So the Braves just dominating right now in the shots, 12-4. This is a chance for SIUE if they can win this face-off in the Braves zone, maybe to get some chances of their own. But right now, like we said, scoreboard says 1-0, but it's just been all Bradley so far in this D3 matchup.
Indeed, it has been all Bradley. Not too much work so far. As here's a chance that's off the crossbar, a good chance for the Cougars, but that one caught a nice break for the Braves. That shot, I believe, was Austin Zerline. He's got a goal so far in 2 games for them. In fact, SIUE has had a lot of guys score points, even though it's only been 2 guys. There's only 2 skaters, Diebert and Hortense, that don't have points through 2 games. So even though they're 1-1, they've been getting a lot of production from their team.
Saw it there. Herman took a big hit. He got right back up and delivered one right back to the Cougars. We'll see how this plays out. Looks like he's scrumming with number 27 for the Cougars there in the corner. We'll see how that dynamic plays out as the game goes along.
Herman had an opportunity to bury one for Bradley, but he just missed a pass. He delivers a nice check there, but here comes SIUE the other way. Craig Ford with it. Ford with a wrist shot that's blocked by Herman. This will go down the other way with 5:10 to go in this first period. shots, though. 12-4 in favor of the Braves. Now SIUE will control it in their own end. It's Brendan Lowe. Got 2 goals in 2 games so far. Lowe will move it up ahead as Bradley gets a nice interception. Backhander loose in front. They score! Off the rebound, it came in front, and Bradley strikes to make it 2-0 on the goal. That time it's a beautiful one, and it's Nicholas Marcel, I believe, who's going to get the goal.
Yep, nice original backhand shot there by Ernest. Comes out for the rebound. Marcel picks it all up and stuffs it in. Now 2-0 with just under 5 to play in the first. And the Braves have come out hot in this first period, just what we wanted to see from them. And they got a 2-0 lead right now.
Absolutely beautiful rebound goal by Nicholas Marcel, and that is his first goal of the season, so congratulations to him on that big accomplishment. And here he is again. Marcel will move it up top. John will send it deep. Down low, it's Cipra. And again, Marcel will control it down the corner. Couldn't avoid the hit there that time. There's 4:18 to go in this first period. Having issues with it was Prasma. This one sent in deep. It'll be played here by Evan Johnson, the goaltender for SIUE. Again, for those who may not know, SIUE is Southern Illinois University Edwardsville, just outside of the St. Louis area. Here's Ernest at the left point. Ernest sends it down low. Cougars trying to get this one out of their own end with 3:43 to go. Picked up here by Alexander Orban. Orban got tripped up there, but there's not going to be any penalty call. Bradley controlling it in their own end. Been a slow pace so far in this one, but the Braves nonetheless have a 2-goal lead here as we wind down this first period. Good speed by Ernest. Lost control of it, though. Winkler will control it behind the net for SIUE. Winkler trying to move it up the boards. Held in by Bradley. Good physical action along that right wing boards as all kinds of players get tangled up there, and we may have a Brave down. And I can't tell the number, but I mean, he got thrown to the ice pretty good. I'm not sure if you were able to catch his number at all.
No, I'm not. The position he's laying from right now from the booth, can't tell. Part of me is wondering. Herman was going after it with a guy earlier. Kind of wonder if that was some sort of retaliation move for that, but we apologize. We're unable to tell you which player it is that's down right now. We'll get a better view as he gets up here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. See if we can tell.
Looks to be okay.
I still can't tell the number, unfortunately. And we should be able to catch it here in a second. I believe that's Prasma. It's either Prasma or Borger.
Yeah, that's number 28, Michael Prasma, who went down.
I mean, he got thrown to the ice pretty good.
He was down for a hot couple seconds there, but he looks okay. Was able to skate on his own to the bench. Hopefully we can see him return later into this game.
Whitelaw will play it in deep, and then it's sent in deep by Dion Thompson. So we'll keep you updated on the Prasma situation, and we'll let you know if he's back out there or if we hear anything else about his injury status, but hopefully he's back out on the ice pretty soon. Sorrentino, good speed. Look at this. Sorrentino on the backhand now. Spins, looks for a pass in the slot. Nobody's there, but it's kept in that time. Battling along the boards is Cameron Coquit. Cougars wisely bank it out. This one is going to be no icing as it is picked up, and we're going to get a whistle. It's a slashing penalty, and it's going to go against the Braves.
Interesting call there. Didn't quite see where that happened at, but there's no icing, so whistle was blown. It will be a penalty against the Braves. You're right. It's number 10, Cameron Coquit for slash. And now SIUE has a chance. 2-minute power play, 2:09 left in the first. Find themselves down 2. If you're the Cougars, you want to tack on at least one for this period ends. Maybe head into the second with some momentum.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll see what the Cougars can do here. So we'll wait for the ref to drop the puck on this Cougars power play. Aaron Gruber will be the one taking the draw, I believe. Or pardon me, Austin Zerline, the alternate captain, will take it for SIUE.
And Seth Bishop for the Braves as they look for a big penalty kill face-off win in their own zone.
So 2:09 to go. We're just waiting for the penalty to go up on the clock, and there it does. So there will be 9 seconds left in the period if Bradley's able to successfully kill this one off, and they are off to a good start as it's cleared down the ice.
It's a big face-off win I was talking about. Bishop is able to get it. Braves off to a good start in the penalty kill.
This one moved ahead and played by Austin Zerline. Zerline with a nice pass. Evanoff couldn't control it, and good work by Seth Bishop as momentarily SIUE will have to regroup. Zerline controls it again on the left side. Almost intercepted by Seth Bishop. It could have been a breakaway, but they'll regroup. In the neutral zone, nice pass from the leading scorer, Craig Ford. Zerline again. He's got time on the left wing. Zerline a wrister, glove save, and a big one by Jesse Nussbaum, as it's a good start to this penalty kill so far for the Braves.
Solid glove there by Nussbaum, routine save. Only 5 shots so far for the Cougars and 5 saves for Nussbaum. So they have yet to find themselves on the board. 1:11 left in the power play for the Cougars. 1:19 in the period. Another big face-off coming up for the Braves.
This one is cleared out nicely again by the Braves as they've managed to kill off half of this penalty so far.
Much like the D2 team earlier tonight, D3 teams had great success on the face-off here in the first period. They'll hope to keep that up all game. Face-offs can be very crucial as seen on this penalty kill.
Evanoff gets a stick on it there. Or pardon me, Evanoff to Lowe, and then Lowe sent it in deep. SIUE cannot hold it, so that'll be sent down here as there's 51 seconds remaining in the period, and then about 40 on the penalty kill for the Braves. SIUE will look to break it out. Nice head of steam there for Tyler Jensen, or pardon me, Aaron Gruber. Gruber around that net there. Good pass. Wrister is handled nicely by the Bradley defense. Matt Ellman getting a stick in on that one. Delayed offsides, and we will get a whistle here. So there's 17 to go on the penalty kill for Bradley.
Yep, 17 to go on the penalty kill, 26 left in the period. Another stoppage of play and another face-off. This one will be at right outside the Brave zone as SIUE had found themselves the late offside call.
So face-off will just be outside of that SIUE offensive zone. And this is sent in deep by Ryan Bruce. Also haven't seen a whole lot of him tonight, but here he is with the puck. Slap shot that might have caught a stick. This one's thrown out in front off the stick of Ellman for Bradley. And they'll move it forward with Jared Honda. That one caught a teammate off of Bonderi, but nonetheless, that will do it for the first period of play as Bradley gets a couple of big goals, and they lead this one 2-0 after the first period.
Yep, 2-0 here. A great start for the D3 Braves. Like we said, it's what they need to do. They need to come out hot, score first, completed all that, took a 2-goal lead, and they've done well in the penalty kill. They've done well in the faceoff zone. So far, everything going right for the Braves, and all they got to do is keep it up, keep playing the way they're playing. As for the Cougars, you got to make some changes. Only 6 shots on net compared to Bradley's 15 in the first period there. So they're out shooting them by over double. So if you're SIUE, you got to figure out a way to generate more shots, get more pucks on net if you want to come back in this hockey game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good start here for the Bradley Braves D3 team. That'll wrap up our first period coverage. We'll be back for period number 2. We hope you can join us. Once again, I'm Matt Harrington alongside Jack Simzik, and we'll see you for the start of period number 2. And we welcome you back to period number 2 here at the Owen Center as we continue with our Bradley hockey doubleheader. We saw the D2 team pick up a nice 4-1 win earlier tonight. The D3 team is in good position to get a win here tonight. They're up 2-0 after the first period. Jack, what are your thoughts here as we get ready to go here for period number 2?
Pretty much the same as they were at the end of period 1. You know, Bradley's off to a great start like we said they needed to be. And unless SIUE came up with some crazy game plan in the locker room, they need to change where they're playing. But Bradley right now needs to keep it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're officially underway here in period number 2. Easy save there to begin this period by Jesse Nussbaum. Again, SIUE is in the black jerseys. They're moving from the right to the left, and then Bradley in the white and red jerseys. They're moving from left to right.
Yeah, SIUE there gets a shot off in like the first second of the period.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a
game.
clock malfunction. There should be a little bit less time, but still very early whistle here.
A big face-off coming up in the Bradley zone.
They get it nicely off the draw. Good speed from Seth Bishop. Here's Bishop along the left wing. Backhander scores! Seth Bishop, what a goal! And it's 3-0 Braves.
What a great move there, and Bishop just carried the play there all by himself. Face off all the way back in his own zone. Managed to pick up the puck, sped with it all the way down the left side of the ice. Nice backhand move, put one past Johnson. And just 12 seconds into this second period, Braves found themselves up 3-0, so another hot start to this period.
My goodness, Seth Bishop with one of the best goals we've seen all night for sure in any of the 2 games, and it's all of a sudden a very big 3-0 lead for this D3 team. And like we talked about earlier, a chance to win their first game of the season. And of course, there's still a lot of hockey left, but they're in a very good position to do so. This one will be picked up down low by Winkler. Braves intercepted, though, at the point. Held in by the Braves. Could keep that time from Sumter, but the Braves lose it, and they'll have to regroup here in the neutral zone. Oh, blew an edge, and here comes SIUE the other way. Here's Ford. Leaves it, scores! SIUE responds as one of the Bradley defenders collapsed, and that set up Ford for the beautiful feed and then the eventual finish.
Yeah, Ford, Brandon Lowe there, and that's just a bad luck for the Braves. You know, fall down loose puck leads to a 2-on-0. No chance for Nussbaum on that one. And just SIUE answers back a couple seconds later, and now they're only down 2. We'll see how the rest of this second period goes. 2 goals in the first minute. One apiece for each team.
Like you mentioned, lots of scoring already in this period as this one is flipped out of play. So we had a 2-0 game entering this second period, and all of a sudden it's 3-1. And that was a couple of beautiful goals there from both teams. So Lowe gets the goal for SIUE most recently, and then, of course, Seth Bishop with the goal for Bradley. So now Bradley looking to add their 4th goal tonight here in the offensive zone. Good body work that time as SIUE moves it out and into the offensive zone. Ryan Bruce powering that engine. That one's held in. Backhander try. Got tangled up there. Braves move it forward. Pass from Jensen up ahead to Marcel. Here's Jensen. Back to Marcel. Right across the crease.
Some good passing there from Jensen and Marcel.
This one redirected in front, and a dangerous play is held onto by Evan Johnson. And Bradley gets another good opportunity there.
Dangerous play perfectly describes it. Puck was floating around the crease. Johnson was able to cover it. Some nice passing there between Jensen and Marcel. Looking to see that line gel some more tonight. Maybe they could put up a goal or 2. As this second period rolls along at 18:27 left.
Yes.
1 goal for each team so far. It's 3-1 Braves.
Still a lot of hockey left to go in this one. It's a 3-1 lead again if you're just joining us. We appreciate your company as we continue along with this doubleheader here. Some late night hockey. Rindow tried to send a pass out front that's picked off by SIUE. Sent in deep as Honda couldn't fend off Alexander Orban. Now picked up by the alternate captain, Aaron Gruber. Gruber is battling hard along the corner, but he gets rubbed off there by Rindow. Now down low, fired deep by Jordan Meyer. Now Braves keep it in. Deflection in front, went off a stick. Tangled up that time, and Vivitsky just fires this one in. Took a funny bounce, but it's handled nicely.
It's a nice save there by Johnson.
Yeah, I
wasn't able to quite grasp onto it. He's lucky nobody was around for the rebound.
Yeah, I think it kind of caught him off guard a little bit, but the Cougars will move forward. Good stick handling moves this time, and just fan on the chance. Good play by Aaron Gruber that time, though. This one flipped out by the Braves. And handled again by Gruber as he fires it down the ice. Vivitsky couldn't keep it. It goes down low to Jared Honda. Honda's been kind of quietly been one of the better Braves players in this one. Quick wrister that caught a body in front and went off of Vivitsky into the corner. And here is Jared Honda. Or pardon me, that would be Dion Thompson. Thompson gets bodied in the corner. Thompson, shot from the circle, missed wide, follows up with his own rebound. SIUE clears it out. This one is off the netting and out of play here with 16:32 to go.
Some good speed there by Thompson. A quick shot he got off, went just a little bit wide, but he was able to use his speed there. Freshman on the D3 team, one of these smaller players on this team in terms of size, but I mean, when you got that type of speed, you're able to open up space, create plays. Wasn't quite able to get one on net, but I expect to see more from him out there tonight.
Absolutely. So Cameron Colquitt, another freshman on this D3 team, will take it. As you mentioned, a lot of freshmen on this team, and talk about Matt Ellman, their leading scorer, is a freshman, and Cameron Colquitt, who's been having a pretty good game so far as well, as he has the puck right here. Colquitt kind of stuck at his own end, and he almost caved it away in front.
Could have been a costly turnover there.
Yeah, absolutely. Braves, though, trying to get this one out. Colquitt couldn't clear. Now it's picked up and moved forward. Lost an edge that time as Thompson. But after it in the corner is Nicholas Sorrentino. Sorrentino has a big collision there with Diebert. Sorrentino will move it over to Thompson. Now back up to the point. Thompson again on the left wing. Now pass out front on one-timer. Good save again that time. Evan Johnson has settled in nicely here in the second period after giving up a goal within the first 12 seconds. Cougars looking to finally break this out, and they do. Up along the boards, Austin Zerline. Now battle in the corner. Zerline joins in there. Picked up by Bradley. Jared Ernest moves it forward. Missing a pass. Now it'll be back in their own end for Bradley. Jared Ernest gathers it. 15 minutes to go in the second period. Bad pass that time, as this one is slapped wide by SIUE. Braves all of a sudden stuck it in their own end, and now they finally move it free along the boards. Here is one of the goal scorers tonight, Seth Bishop. Bishop around the outside, and he'll move it to the top. Oh, and slapped and picked up by Matt Ellman. Ellman will move it back. And a couple of players collide in front of the net there. And it'll give room for SIUE to move out. This one off the stick. Move forward. A couple of big hits there right along that blue line. And so Ellman couldn't stay on side. And we'll get a whistle, but the physicality is starting to ramp up here, Jack.
Definitely for sure. Also, quite some time there without a whistle. It's the first one in a couple minutes here. Just a forced offside. Nothing Ellman could really do about that one. He had a player down. Definitely for sure in the past couple minutes, a lot of players falling down, some big hits as physicality starts to pick up in this 3-1 game.
And you mentioned first whistle in a while, and we certainly had some issues with that in the first game, as we seemed to get a whistle every 10, 15 seconds. Didn't seem like that game was ever going to end. But anyway, Braves have it as they look for goal number 4. Here's Marcel along the right wing. Drop pass. Picked up. Now tangled up in the corner. Marcel was looking for it. SIUE moves it, though, nicely up the boards. Held in by the Braves. Here's a quick wrister. Good save. That time off the shot from Marcel. He's looking to pick up goal number 2. This one controlled by Sumter as he rings it around the boards, and Cipra just missed that. SIUE back after it in their own end. Good collision. Frees it up for Marcel, and he is absolutely destroyed. My goodness, what a big collision.
That was Aaron Gruber there with a huge hit for the Cougars, stopping any play the Braves could have made on that one.
A nice, clean hit, though. Nothing wrong with that one. And SIUE grabs a hold of it, and you heard the oohs and ahs from the crowd. Just a huge collision right there, and we'll get a whistle for an icing as it'll move back into the Bradley offensive zone.
Braves get a fresh pair of legs out there. SIUE has to keep the original players out there. Big face off here. Braves have been doing well on them so far. Both teams tonight, D3 team carrying over into their game. Want to get a big face off in your opposition zone with some tired players out there for the Cougars.
Jared Honda's on the draw here for Bradley. And it is moved back up to the point. Here's Dion Thompson. Thompson tried to move it in front. Getting knocked down in front is Cipra. And this one goes to the corner. Good hustle by Honda. Kept in by the Braves. Took a weird bounce off the boards. And Vavitsky has it at the point. Off a Cougar. Vavitsky again, good keep. Vavitsky, nice stick handling move. Send this down low into behind the net. Again, Braves lead this one 3-1. It was 2-0 after the first, and we had a couple of goals in the first minute of this period. One-timer, oh my. That one almost went in the net.
Took a funny bounce there. I don't think the goaltender had any idea where that one was, but looking for the Cougars just went wide.
They're desperately trying to get out. There's a big hit along the boards. There's the captain, Ernest, with the puck now. 12-10 remaining in the second period. 3-1 lead for your Bradley Braves. Good move again, and Ford gets a good wrister, but a better save that time from Jesse Nussbaum.
Solid save by Nussbaum. You know, more difficult shot stop than it looks, but he just soaked that one right up, made it look easy for his 9th save of the game. Meanwhile, the Braves already have 21 shots, and we're not even halfway through this game, so expect them to keep piling it on.
Music is a little bit louder there than normal. I can hear it very clearly through my headset. 11:55 remaining here. Braves moving it forward. This one is a drop pass. Beautiful chance. Rebound is, oh my. I thought that went in, but it somehow stayed out of the net.
That was a great drop back pass by Sorrentino there, I believe, to Coquit. Rebound came right back out to Thompson. Don't know what happened. I thought that might have gone in too. Not sure if he hit the post or what, but another break for the Cougars as this game stays 3-1.
Yeah, just a weird opportunity, and I'm trying to look at this replay here, and I think, pardon me, Evan Johnson was the one who grabbed it with his glove right out in front of the crease, and I mean, I thought that was a for sure goal, but a huge play by Johnson.
Quick moves there by Johnson to stop Thompson from scoring, and that was, to my eyes, that just looked like a for sure goal.
Yeah.
But Johnson keeps his team within 2 with 11:30 to play left in the second.
That is, without a doubt, the best save we've seen from him tonight, and he's going to need to make some of those big ones if SIUE wants to come back and win this game. But Bradley has an offensive zone face-off here. And now they will regroup in the neutral zone as this one's sent in by John. After for Bradley is Dion Thompson. Now here's Coquit. Coquit, pass out front, backhander. Blocker was down for Johnson to make the save.
Another great chance for Thompson there. Coquit made a beautiful pass from behind the net, but Johnson's gotten the best of Thompson now twice in the last 2 shots he's had.
Shot went over the net there for SIUE as they are in the offensive zone. 10:55 to go in period number 2. We're almost at the halfway mark of this game. Here's Coquit with speed along the left side. He'll pick up his own chance and just flings it awkwardly in front so that it's handled easily by Winkler. Now Coquit grabs it again. Coquit, nice pass, and it got a piece of the glove that time. Now down low. Coquit looking for another pass. They'll move it up top. Shot there was blocked as the original attempt didn't go through. So we'll get another whistle here.
Great shift for that Coquit-Thompson line. Plenty of great chances, just getting robbed by Evan Johnson in net for the Cougars. Something's eventually got to give on those because we've seen some great passes between those two.
Yes, we have.
Like I said, 2 players to watch for so far that have been having great games. May not be on the score sheet like that, but having fantastic games so far.
Leading scorer Matt Ellman wins it back for Bradley off the draw, but good defense that time for SIU as we've got a chance for a 2-on-2. Good break in, but Ryan Bruce wasn't able to do anything with it. Now at the point, here's Winkler. Shot through traffic, got redirected off of Bruce's stick, and he'll come to the net, or pardon me, to the bench. As here is Matt Ellman. 5 points so far in 4 games. Ellman's shot. Rebound was cleared out nicely by Nicholas Evanoff, and we get a little bit of pushing and shoving here after the whistle.
Slow movement there by Evan Johnson. He lets up another rebound. And if a player would have been able to put that puck, that would have been another wide open net. To make a couple of good saves, he had some slow side-to-side movement as he skates around and the net gets dislodged. Wonder if there's something going on with him or that was just a rare play.
Yeah, he's had a little bit of trouble controlling his rebounds tonight, and so I know Bradley's had a couple of goals off the rebound, and so we'll keep an eye on Johnson down there. Shots are 22-10 right now in favor of your Braves. They've been dominating pretty much from start to finish for the most part in this game. Ernest, oh man, he went head first into the boards, and
that's going to be a boarding penalty if you ask me.
Very scary situation, and Ernest went down, and thankfully very nice sportsmanship there by Evanoff to make sure he's okay. I don't think it was intentional, but you got to call it in that situation.
Yeah, exactly. Good job there by Ehrman. By Ehrman and Evanoff there. No scrum, no after fight. They understood what happens. Play that happens in hockey, but that was a hit that was most definitely not legal.
Yeah, and thankfully there's no injury to the play because we've seen a couple of guys down for both teams and throughout the 2 games that we've seen
Sure.
tonight.
I don't think Parasma has yet to return tonight from his first period injury.
So
don't know if he went to the locker room or not. I'm not sure he's on the bench, but I've not seen him play since that injury.
Yeah.
So scary hit there. Everybody seems to be okay. And a power play coming up for the Braves here with 9:46 left to play in the second.
So Colquitt will be on the draw for Bradley as they begin this power play. And he gets tossed out, so it'll be filled in by Jared Honda. Honda wins it back nicely. Here is Cipra at the point. He'll move it on over. There's our pass. Colquitt was trying to redirect it right in front, and a beautiful glove down play there. That was Sipka that made the nice glove down play as Bradley still has it. Here's Colquitt. Back to Sipka. Shot that got redirected right over the top of the net. Braves still on the power play, 1:30 to go. That one just went right between the wickets of Jared Honda. And it's sent down by SIUE. A couple of good chances, though, for Bradley at the other end.
For sure, we're going to get a little line change here as Bradley gets some fresh legs out on their power play. As they look to score here with just about 1:10 left on it.
Sumter moves that one up the ice and played forward by the Braves. Along the left wing side, they'll move it up to the top. Wrist shot right on. Good save, and it squeaked through! Bradley scores on the power play, and it's 4-1.
That shot just trickled right past Johnson there. Not sure if it was between his legs or to the side of him. That's going to be number 9. That's Marcel, Nicholas Marcel there. Picking up a goal, and now they lead 4-1 with 8:42 left. Good power play goal for the Braves.
Yeah, great play, and somehow that puck snuck through, and it might be going to Matthew Cipra, I'm not sure, because he was the one who went first in the fist bump line, and sometimes that can indicate that he may be the goal scorer, but you're right, the original shot was from Marcel. Maybe it got tipped in by Cipra, but nonetheless, Bradley's up 4-1 in this hockey game. And so this one taken in and into the corner after it for Bradley is Nicholas Sorrentino. SIUE now finds themselves in yet another 3-goal hole. They responded nicely the last time they were in it. Good stick work, but Sorrentino's hit pretty hard there. Colquitt in the corner for Bradley as well. Now motions it to the point. This one off a couple of bodies and into the corner for Dion Thompson. He's been having a silently but very good game so far along this ice. So here's a slap shot by Ernest. Oh, ouch, that caught a Cougar in front. Braves will move it back again, though, from the point. Wrist shot, beautiful block, and that is perfectly executed by the captain, Craig Ford. Now Braves move it up forward again. Here's Colquitt. Colquitt couldn't get anything towards the front of the net. And Ernest unable to keep. Here is the Ford, the captain again for the Cougars. Wrist shot, no problem at all for Jesse Nussbaum as we get a whistle with 7:31 to go here in the second.
Notice too, especially in this period, that Colquitt-Thompson line is getting a lot of time with those two. I think maybe Coach notices the same thing we've been noticing up here. I mean, with the way this game's going, they're bound to score eventually. We've seen a lot of great setups between those two, a lot of great plays made, a lot of good chances. Another thing you got to wonder here is if the Braves keep tacking on goals, if Evan Johnson will get pulled, we might get to see Grant Jackson tonight. Grant Jackson has only faced 4 shots this season, and he has let up 2 goals on 4 of those shots.
Yeah,
I can see why Coach would be hesitant to put him in. But if the Braves start to run away with it, I don't see why not. Give the guy some more ice time.
Yeah, and you might want to give Evan Johnson some rest too, so that he's ready for tomorrow afternoon's game as well. So a couple of points to look at if you're the head coach for the Cougars. Good wrist shot there was turned aside. Now the Cougars move it up to the point. With it is Nicholas Evanoff. He was in the box for that boarding call. Bradley trying to get it out, tripped up, no penalty call as we got bodies, and now we're going to get a penalty.
Now we're getting a penalty call for sure.
And it's going to be against the Braves. And so we'll get the official whistle here. And it's going to be an interference call, and
That's Austin Zerling and the Cougars who went down. He was slow to get up, still a little slow to skate to the bench.
Well, there is Prasma, so it's good to see him back on the ice, but he's going to be in the penalty box here. So I believe that might have been his first shift back, too.
Yeah, not quite the return to the ice you want, but on the bird side is okay. Got back out, clearly aggressive, a little too aggressive.
Yep.
Took an interference penalty, and now the SIUE Cougars will get another power play chance to try and cut this lead to 2 with 6:46 remaining in the second.
Shots continue to be dominated by the Braves, 25-10. And they're going to have to kill a penalty off, though. Here was, as you mentioned, 6:44 to go in the second period. Good moves in here by Ernest, nothing doing, though. SIUE grabs a hold of it. Austin Zerline. Zerline with good moves around the defense. Now Zerline with it. Drops it back. Zerline again. Shot blocked nicely by the Braves, and they will be unable to clear it out. SIUE trying to cut this deficit down to 2. They're trailing this one 4-1. Here's Ford along the right wing boards. Ford will hold on to it now, move it back up to the point. Now it goes down low. 5:50 to go. For some reason, the penalty time is not on the board, but I believe there's about a minute left or so of this power play. Here's a quick chance that's turned aside by the stick of Nussbaum. Now they'll hold on to it along the boards. Orban, he'll send it down deep. Zerline with it. Pass in front. Nothing doing, though, as Ernest gets pushed hard along the corner. No penalties. Good, clean hockey from the Cougars. Now it's held in by Diebert, but he lost it. Now he's going to center. So 5:13 remaining in the second period. Penalty time becoming less and less here for the Braves as they look to kill this one off. Off the skate of Brendan Lowe. Now here's a quick chance that got deflected off the stick of Matt Ellman and now to play.
4:58 here left to go in the second. I think Prasma in the penalty box a bit confused too. He wants to know when he can come out.
Yeah.
The rest speaking and down with the people in the box trying to get some time here on that. As Prasma looks eager to come out of that box and get back on the ice after missing just about a period after going down in the first.
SIUE starting to cut a little bit down into that shot deficit. It was 25-10, now it's 25-14, so they've gotten some more shots on this power play. This one picked up here by Evanoff. It's tipped into the zone, and so that will do it for the SIUE power play. They're unable to convert, and this game remains 4-1.
on the icing there. Smart move by Praz. I'm going to jump into the bench right out of the box as the icing is about to happen. So Sorrentino is able to come out for the Braves, are able to have at least one fresh pair of legs on the ice for this face-off in their own zone.
Yeah, that's important to have, especially once you start to continue to move along in this hockey game and the energy becomes less and less. So we'll see what SIUE can do here with this offensive zone draw. 4:41 to go.
It looks like actually the ref is ordering Sorrentino to go back to the ice.
Yeah.
And Prazma will come out. They tried to get away with it. I guess they can't, but.
Not quite, but a good effort nonetheless.
Good try there by Sorrentino and Prazma.
So faceoff will be won by the Braves, as handled nicely by Colquitt off the draw. Colquitt along the boards picks it up. And a good pass just out of the reach of Herman. Herman with a pass that was to nobody. Now sent back in by Borger. And now Austin Zerline again with it. Here's Colquitt. He intercepted it, but it didn't go through into that Bradley offensive zone. This one's sent in deep by Michael Dixon. As we approach 4 minutes remaining in period number 2 of this one, Braves looking for their first win of the year. They're up comfortably here, 4-1. Look at this speed by Gruber. Gruber almost had a highlight reel move there, where the puck will sneak free. And it's picked up by the Braves. Colquitt again with it. Colquitt, good moves. What is he going to do? Backhander in front was looking for a man that time. Or pardon me, Sorrentino was that man. Good hustle by SIUE here. And this one's picked off. It's a chance for Marcel for goal number 2. Marcel, and he couldn't get anything going there as that backhand was easily handled by the goaltender Johnson.
Marcel in the breakaway there, but some good speed from Gruber to get up behind him in that back check. No chance for a goal. Good job by Aaron Gruber to keep this game where it's at. 3 minutes left in the second.
Now here's a quick chance, and they score! It's Marcel! Goal number 2, and Bradley has extended their lead to 4.
So just a couple minutes, or a couple seconds later, Marcel is able to pick up that second goal. That's the second goal from that angle that has gone past Johnson. A strange angle to the right side of him. I don't know if it's trickling in between his legs or between his right leg and the post, but either way, Johnson needs some better play, like post play there on the right side. And as we're now at 5-1 with 3 minutes left, like I said, I'm wondering here if coach is going to pull the trigger and get Grant Jackson out there for the third period. No switch has been made yet, but don't be surprised to see him come out for the third.
Look at this move by Ford, but nothing doing there. And yeah, you mentioned it. We'll see if Grant Jackson does indeed come into the game. Hasn't had, like you mentioned, a lot of sample size. Only faced 4 shots so far this year.
And he let up 2 goals on him. So, I mean, a small sample size, but not a good showing.
Yeah.
So it really helped Grant Jackson if maybe he can get out there tonight and then make some saves. But we'll see what that decision is in the third period.
Here is Bishop, one of the goal scorers tonight. That one's blocked, no problem, by Zachary Winkler. Score says 4-1, but it should say 5. Bishop with a good shot up high on Johnson, but he makes the nice play as we get a whistle with 2:23 to go.
And that's a solid save there from Johnson. You know what? He has let up 5 goals, but the Braves have been killing him in shots.
Yep.
I believe it's now 26 shots, actually. So Johnson's got 21 saves tonight. If he stays in the third period, he's only going to face more, and he's got a game tomorrow afternoon. Like I said, the decision will be made in the third period, but if I were the coach of the Cougars, I would consider putting Grant Jackson in net, getting him some more playing time for tomorrow's game.
So moved up ahead here by Evanoff and into the corner. We're just about 2 minutes to go here, about 2:10 to be exact. In period number 2, it's a big lead here for the Braves. Now there's a wrist shot that doesn't go through any bodies. Austin Zerline, good moves. Here's a wrist shot from Zerline, no problem at all for Jesse Nussbaum, who is having a very good game so far in this one.
He is, 14 saves on 15 shots, all quality saves. They got that. He had that one unlucky goal, but I mean it was a 2-on-0, and the mistake made wasn't his fault. You can't stop a 2-on-0.
Yeah.
So no, Nussbaum having a fantastic game so far. And he's got his team's done great in front of him tonight. So just like the D2 game earlier, this D3 team putting an all-around well effort as they look towards their first win of the season.
dirty play there by Prasma, and he's going to be heading to the bench. That is not good at all, and he might get more than a 2-minute.
Yeah, it's Andrew Bonderi who went down. Or no, it's Andrew. That was 17. Zachary Winkler, my bad. Zachary Winkler, who went down for the Cougars. I won't take a dirty play from Prasma. Odd coming from him, maybe not. He was the one who got hit pretty rough earlier and took an injury.
I think the ref just motioned with his hand a 5-minute major, but we'll see what happens here.
They currently have 2 minutes up on the clock, but it looks like the ref is signaling for a major.
And I think that's the right call because
it is. That hit was unnecessary.
Yeah, you don't want to see that at all. And yep, he is going to get a 5-minute major from that. And so obviously you don't want to see that. I mean, you're up 5-1 in this game. There's no point to take your frustration out on a play like that.
No, especially with Prasma here. He lost enough ice time already being out hurt, and it's like he come back in, served the penalty box once, then he get a 5-minute major. So that's already 7 penalty minutes for Prasma tonight, who's barely seen ice time. And when he has, he's gotten some big penalties here.
Yeah, hasn't been a good night for him. So it'll be a 5-minute major power play for the Braves, and that means if they do score, the power play will continue regardless.
Which is a very ideal opportunity if you're the Cougars to try and put something on the net here before this period ends and to get a hot start off to the third.
Yeah, absolutely. And so SIUE trying to control this one here. Here's a gaping rebound in front. That's held on to nicely that time by Nussbaum, and frustrations are starting to come out a little bit here for SIUE.
Yeah, great shot and chance there for captain Craig Ford, but Nussbaum, fantastic on that, like we said, and he just shuts the Cougars offense down again. It's 16 saves now for him with 1:03 left to go in the second period. 4:26 left in that major power play taken by Prasma. So the Cougars look again to settle up on the power play here, but the Braves win the faceoff.
This one, almost caught the referee, and I think it might have hit a Cougar player in there as well. Quick wrister, blocker, rebound, loose in front, and Nussbaum somehow able to find that one. And he may not have even have it, but the ref blew the whistle anyway.
Solid grab by Nussbaum, bobbled it a little bit. Then one of his own players, teammates, one of his own Braves, had a stick on it, almost pushed it into the net, but Nussbaum was either able to cover or the referee lost sight, and the whistle gets blown there with 51.2 left in the second period.
So Zerline will be on the draw here. They got 4:14 left of power play time. This one is held on to by Nussbaum. We'll get another whistle with 46.8 to go.
Easy stop there for Nussbaum. Shot. Yeah. Slow shot, easy stop there. Keeps that one covered, and faceoff comes right back to where it was a second ago.
Let's take this time to look ahead at what's going on with Bradley hockey tomorrow. The D2 team will be in action at 12 p.m. against, once again, SIUE. And then immediately following that one at 3:15, we'll have the D3 team. So a chance maybe for both teams to sweep, and that would certainly be big for both teams, but especially for this D3 team who doesn't have a win on the season yet.
For sure. We've had a big night so far here at the Owens Center for Bradley hockey. We got another big afternoon coming up tomorrow on Saturday.
We hope you can join us for those ones. I'll be on the call for both of those, and I believe, Jack, you'll be in there as well for one of them too.
No, I will not be here,
no?
actually.
Okay.
Nope, but
my mistake.
It's good. You'll be here. John will be here.
Oh, that one almost came loose in front, but nicely cleared away by the Bradley defenders. And so with 7 seconds left, that'll pretty much do it for period number 2, a big period for Bradley as they get a couple of, well, 3 goals to be exact, and they're big ones, and they've got a very comfortable 5-1 lead here after 2 periods.
Exactly. It's a very comfortable 5-1 lead, but with that 5-minute major taken at the end, the Cougars will get 3 minutes, 23 seconds of power play time coming in the third, and they are starting to catch up to the Braves in shots. Shots are 27-22 Braves. However, Nussbaum, fantastic night, 21 saves. The only goal he let in was on a 2-on-0, which he had no chance on. And once again, I'm saying here, if you're the Cougars in this third period, I'm not calling it for sure, but I would expect maybe Grant Jackson to come out and play goal, unless the Cougars think they're going to score some of that major when it starts. But
yeah, we'll see what happens. But the D3 Braves are 20 minutes away from picking up their first win of the season here at the Owens Center, and we hope you can join us for period number 3. After 2, it's Braves 5, Cougars 1. We'll be back for the start of period number 3. And we welcome you back to our third and final period here at the Owen Center as we continue on with our Bradley Braves double header coverage here on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel. Once again, I'm Matt Harrington, pleased to be joined back alongside Jack Simzik. As Jack, has been a very good night of Bradley Hockey. We saw the D2 team pick up a big 4-1 win earlier. Now the D3 team is 20 minutes away from winning their first game of the season.
Indeed, and I mean, they're up by 4. 20 minutes left. All they have to do is hold on, play the way they have been. This has been a great game for them and a great game for the D2 team earlier. So it's been a very successful night here at the Owen Center. A long one for sure.
Yeah.
But worth it for both teams.
Yeah, we've been here for, probably over six hours now. But it's been a very good night of hockey so far for both Bradley teams. D2 team, their win moved them up to 5-4 in the season. And then if this win holds, it'll be the first win of the season for the D3 team, and so they'll move to 1-4. But of course, you got to finish out these last 20 minutes strong.
Yeah. So I point out here that Evan Johnson is still in net for the Cougars, which further proves why apparently I shouldn't be a hockey coach, I guess. I thought they put in Grant Jackson, but looks like Evan Johnson's still getting this chance. And I think the reason why they haven't made the change yet is they're hoping their team can maybe pick up 1 or 2 goals on this 5-minute major here.
Yep.
And they want to keep their starter in the game.
And keep in mind that even if SIUE scores, that power play still continues because it is a major penalty. So we'll see what happens there, but this one is controlled by Sumter here to begin this period. This one's sent in deep behind the net. We're officially underway in our third and final period of this one. 5-1 lead for your Braves. They've been dominating from start to finish with just a few bumps in the road here and there. Zerline holds on to it. And a pass will get it back himself on that left hash. Zerline leaves it back up to the point again. Zerline playing catch with the left point. Jordan Meyer is up there at that left point. There's Sumter behind the net. Off the stick and out into the neutral zone. About 2:27 to go on that penalty kill for the Braves. Here's the freshman leading scorer, Matt Elman, off a fellow Brave and through center. Good dangles that time by SIUE, but it rolls all the way down to Evan Johnson. Good stick handling work here, but the Braves are just going to send this back into their own end as they look to regroup. Look at Bishop all alone, but
right off the hand of Ryan Bruce, his right hand. You can tell that one stung him. He's heading to the bench.
We'll keep an eye on Bruce, as you mentioned. But after it for SIUE is Aaron Gruber. He's been having a pretty good night for the Cougars despite that 5-1 score. This one's flipped through center. Ernest with it. Ernest trying to get around the defense, and he will send it back into his own end and through into the offensive zone. 1:30 remaining on that penalty kill for the Braves. We have 18 minutes to go in this hockey game. Cougars move it up on the right wing. Controlling it is Brendan Lowe. Off the stick of Lowe, he gets it back. Here is Lowe around the circle. Lowe, good wrister, not a problem at all that time for the goaltender Nussbaum, and it sneaks through with 1:04 to go on this penalty kill. 17:36 in the game. Still a very comfortable 5-1 lead for the Braves. Drop pass up ahead for Brendan Lowe. And Lowe will just fire it off the stick of Nussbaum. Kept in again by the Cougars. Here's a chance at the point. A wrister that time missed.
And the nets come dislodged.
Yeah, Aaron Gruber with the wrister and then got dislodged, as you mentioned. So good opportunity, though, for the Cougars. And we'll see what they can do here with another offensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, so far, fast start to the third period. Not necessarily playing-wise, but again, few whistles. Already 17-13 left, so about 3 minutes have gone by. And this penalty, this 5-minute major is for the most part almost killed off. Only 37 seconds left and a face-off in the Brave zone. Crucial face-off win for them here in terms of killing off the penalty.
Zerline will be on the draw, but he can't win it for SIUE, so it goes all the way down to the other end. Johnson will leave it back for Zachary Winkler. Winkler, a bank pass was intercepted by Herman. Herman, one of 2 captains on this D3 team along with Ernest. And then you got some alternate captains in there as well, but they both wear that C patch. Through center is Aaron Gruber, kept it onside. There's a wrist shot, and Nussbaum will move it to the corner there. Now the Cougars control it. Intercepted by Bradley. They've officially killed off that penalty. And here comes Sorrentino. Sorrentino with speed, scores! What a wrist shot by Sorrentino. And it's a 6-1 lead for the Braves. What a shot.
Fantastic shot there by Sorrentino coming down the left side. Just has all that open side on the glove side there of Evan Johnson. He just puts one past him, knocks the water bottle up on the net. Just add a little spice to it. It's now 6-1.
Just a beautiful goal by Sorrentino. He used his speed to his advantage as he came down that left wing, and so that'll make it a 6-1 lead for the Braves. And we've still got 16:26 to go in this game, but with a 5-goal lead, things are looking very good here for Bradley.
No, and you cannot feel good for this D3 team. They've suffered a lot of losses this year, especially a 12-2 one that sticks out to me. And it's just after getting blown out like that, it's good to finally get not only a win of your own, but a blowout win of your own as long as this score holds up.
Yeah, they're looking to add more here as they score. It got deflected in front. And Bradley strikes again at 7-1 Braves.
7-1, there we go. Like I said, blowout win here. That was just about 15 seconds after that last goal, I think. And it's now 7-1. And I'm not going to say it again, but I'm going to say it again. I wonder when Grant Jackson's going to come in this game for the Cougars. I feel like he has to.
I think it's only a matter of time at this point. And
you got to keep your starter ready for tomorrow's game. There's a whole other game tomorrow. Not only is it tomorrow night, it's tomorrow afternoon, which leave even little rest time. And this is a late game. We're already hitting almost 11:20 here.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think you make a very valid point, and so we'll see if Grant Jackson does it at some point come into the game. But then, you can look at it from two perspectives, and then the other one, of course, being that, in the 4 shots he faced, he let up 2 of them. So that's maybe one of the reasons holding him back from entering the game.
That is true, but the game's already 7-1. I think it's a little far gone here, unless their plan is to start Grant Jackson tomorrow, which we don't know.
Yep, we'll see.
So that's the only thing I can think of.
We'll see what happens, but at this point they really wouldn't have anything to lose as there's a nice move by Sipka. That one missed.
Sipra,
sorry, not Sipka.
Dodged a hit from Jordan Meyer there, making Jordan Meyer look a fool on that one. Completely falling down. Good dodge by Sipra.
And so 15:20 to go in this one. Big lead for the Braves, 7-1. They've already added 2 more in this third period off the skate of Sipra. Apologize, I messed that name up a couple times tonight, but Drew was letting me know that I did, and so correcting that there. 15 minutes remaining in this hockey game. 7-1 lead again for the Braves. Ernest trying to keep it in. He can't. So it'll be picked up by Vivitsky, but he's having a little trouble here holding it. Now Ernest picked it up. And Braves again. Here is Sipra. Sipra along that right wing and now moving behind the net. Up to Vivitsky at the point. Vivitsky, nothing doing on that shot. Picked up easily by the Cougars. They move it forward. Good hustle along the boards by Michael Dixon. Dixon now looking for a pass across. All kinds of Braves in the slot area to break it up. And Sipra again with it. Number 98, good pass. Backhand try, now to the forehand, they score. It's Matt Ellman. And it's a 8-1 lead for the Braves. My goodness, they just keep pouring it on.
Sipra to Ellman there. They've already scored 3 goals, and we're not even a complete 6 minutes into this third period. So it's 8-1 now. The shots are close. The shots are 29-24 Braves. But that is 8 goals let up on 29 shots, excuse me, for Evan Johnson. Just not a good night in net for him, and not a good night in general for this SIUE Cougars team, both D2 and D3.
Yeah, I mean, it's been completely opposite of what we thought. We figured the D2 team would have a tough time with SIUE, and then for an 0-4 Braves team to come out and score 8 goals with 13-plus minutes remaining, I mean, that's incredible and good for them. We love to see that. But just not exactly what we were expecting.
If you want to hear a cool stat, the Braves scored 8 goals in total their first 4 games this season. And here we have tonight 8 goals with still 13:30 left to play.
Yeah, crazy stuff. So, yeah, they put basically 4 games worth of goals into 2 and less than a half period. As there's a tripping penalty that's going to be coming up here.
If the D3 team's season turns around here, they finish with a winning record or whatever, you would have to look back on this game as the turning point for sure. I mean, you scored 8 goals in 4 games. You bust out and score 8 goals in 2 periods in 7 minutes. I mean, this is the game you're going to look back on if you're the guys in this D3 team. First win of the season, blowout win too. After getting blown out so many times last year and a couple times this year, this one, like I said, you can't not feel good for them.
This could be, as you mentioned, a chance to turn their season around before it gets too far. And sure, they'll still be 3 games under 500, but those 3 games can be made up within a matter of weeks here.
Yep, and you got another game against the same exact team tomorrow.
Yep.
The team that's going to be in their own head for sure after taking a loss like this.
Yeah, absolutely. So Seth Bishop working hard along the boards. He gets tangled up, and we are going to have a penalty.
Another penalty here for the Braves, it appears. So
maybe it's an offside. I didn't catch that. It is an offside.
Okay, it's just an offside, let's say. So no 5-on-3.
Yeah.
Still be a 5-on-4. 1:43 left for the SIUE Cougars on this power play.
So it's an 8-1 lead again for the Braves, who are just 13 minutes away from picking up win number 1 on the season. And we talked about it before the game about how big of a chance this was to try and get their first win, and they're very close to doing so. So SIUE will control it here in their own end. Slowly but surely marching into the zone. You can just kind of tell that SIUE is almost given up at this point in the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't say giving up. This is what happens. For example, that 12-2 game against UVW Platteville. I remember, it's just both teams. After a lead like that, play starts to become slow.
Yeah. Yeah, we also love Drew Kahn, who's been watching us so far tonight and probably earlier as well in the D2 game.
Yeah, for sure. Big shout out to Drew Kahn, assistant manager of this Bradley hockey team. He does so much behind the scenes that you don't see, so just showing a little love to him tonight in the booth in this 8-1 blowout for the Braves. 12 minutes remaining in the third, 40 seconds left on the Cougar power play.
Yeah, great guy in Drew Kahn there, and here's a chance for SIUE to move up. Oh, big collision there for Bradley, as it was Jared Ernest who delivered the big check. There's a chance right on Nussbaum, no problem.
Nice save for Nussbaum.
Yeah, 21 seconds to go on this penalty kill.
And that was the 26th shot of the night he's faced. That's 25 saves for Nussbaum. It's like, well, this game has seemed all Bradley. I mean, Cougars have put up 26 shots, and the guys only let 1 in. So it's 25 saves for him. A great night. Meanwhile, on the other side, 8 goals on 30 shots for Evan Johnson.
Yeah, those numbers are going to continue to climb as he came into this one with a 6.60 goals against average, and that's going to move up after this one. And so we'll see what the coach decides to do tomorrow, if they maybe want to go with Grant Jackson, or we'll see if they keep with Evan Johnson.
Indeed. Meanwhile, Nussbaum's 6 goals against average is going to go down a little bit after only letting up 1 so far, and if that holds up, that'll definitely pad his stats for sure.
Yeah, he's been a beast all night long. Hasn't had many problems at all. Just that 1 goal, and like you mentioned, wasn't really even his fault with that 2-on-1.
No, it's a bad turnover by the Braves to let it 2-0 for that play.
Here's Cipra, just caught a piece of the equipment there of Evan Johnson. Good stop by Johnson as Cipra came flying down that right wing.
11:08 left in this third as we just got to play it out here in the Owens Center. It's been a late night. If you're still up with us watching, it is 8-1. It's been all D3 Braves. We're about to hit 11:30 Central Time here in Peoria. And it's been a long night here, but a fun night for sure at the Owens Center. D2 team picking up a good win. D3 team heading towards their first win of the season, and a big one at that.
Yeah, wherever you may be watching, we appreciate you tuning in. And again, a reminder that we'll have more coverage tomorrow afternoon from here at the Owens Center as D2 team plays at 12 o'clock against SIUE again, and then the D3 team will play at 3 o'clock. So lots more hockey coming your way tomorrow.
Right after. Same teams, different day, but I mean, if you're a Braves fan or a Braves player, you're hoping for the same results.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a big night for them so far. And it'll be another chance to add to this already big lead for Bradley as they'll go on the power play here. And we're going to redo the draw here. Just wait for that penalty to officially go on the scoreboard here. Not sure if you were able to catch what that penalty was.
Not quite. Wasn't able to. We were talking about the games tomorrow. You know, this game's gotten so out of hand.
Yeah.
But there is a penalty. There's a Cougar in the penalty box. I believe that's number 17, Zachary Winkler. So power play for the Braves and even more chances for them to tack on some more goals.
So Braves on the power play. There's a beautiful pass across, and oh my, Coquit couldn't bury it. What a chance to make it 9-1, but he just failed on that one.
Beautiful pass there to Coquit.
So
just couldn't put it in the back of the net.
Kept in here by Sumter, and now it just flutters right past him. So Sumter will fire it in deep. Sorrentino wasn't able to play it off, and so it will go into the netting out of play.
And as of right now for SIUE, their first game this season, this actually isn't their worst loss yet. If this holds up, they lost 9-2 to Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
But the strange thing is, the next night they came back and beat them 5-4.
Yeah.
So even though Bradley's dominating tonight with this SIUE team and these weird back-to-back series we do over the weekends, anything could happen tomorrow. But I mean, if tonight shows anything, right now Bradley's D3 team is the superior hockey team between these two.
Yeah, and certainly you don't want to take this team lightly tomorrow because, as you mentioned, New Day, they've been able to bounce back before after a big blowout loss the night before. So if you're Bradley, you got to make sure you're starting as a fresh new day and a chance to just continue to do the same type of thing you did to them the previous night. This one's sent in by Ernest as it bounces off the body of Aaron Gruber. There's just under halfway through this, or pardon me, just over halfway through this third and final period. Here is Cipra along the right wing. Cipra, good move to avoid some Cougars. And now this one is moved over. Here's a slap shot off a body there. Good block by the captain, Ford. Ford just out of the reach, and he's able to get it on, and a beautiful save by Nussbaum.
Another great save by Nussbaum there. It was pretty much a breakaway from Captain Craig Ford of the SIUE Cougars, but Nussbaum stops him again.
Marcel with it now in the neutral zone as the Braves are going to have to tag up here for that delayed offside. Now picked up, sent in by John Rindow. Braves leading this one 8-1. Now carried by John, and they'll move it forward to Rindow again. Here's Rindow, good shot. Rebound came loose. Batted up in the air by Bradley. Now it's down low in the corner. Rindow again, good hustle as he plays it along the right wing boards. After it, down low is Jared Honda. Honda, beautiful pass out front. Just out of the reach there of the goaltender Johnson. Now here's a chance in front. It's fanned on by Rindow, but a very good shift for Rindow as he had a couple of good opportunities. Good work that time by the Bradley defense. This one flung along the boards. Braves desperately trying to get this one out. They do. Quickly picked up the other way by Nicholas Evanoff. And we'll get this one held on to by Nussbaum for a whistle with exactly 8 minutes to go.
Scooped up there by Nussbaum. Pretty easy save. Not even sure it's a shot. Might have been trying to dump it in, but it goes on net, which tallies on to his save total, 27 on the night for Nussbaum, nearing in on 30 saves. Like we said, we can't mention enough. Huge game for him as someone who's struggling on the first 4 games this season. This has got to boost his confidence. It's just to boost the whole team's confidence in general. You'd like to think this team's heading in the right direction, and I think we'll get a clearer path on that after tomorrow's game.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be interesting to see how SIUE responds tomorrow. They'll have a quick turnaround. They'll play at 3 o'clock. Actually, about 3:15, I believe, right here at the Owens Center.
Depending on when that first D2 game ends.
Yeah, and based on the amount of whistles, we might be headed for a late start.
Yeah, if you remember that
D3.
If you tuned in earlier for that D2 game, multiple stoppages, especially that first period.
Yeah.
Thought the game would never end, but here we are. We've made it to the D3 game, and we got 7:30 left in this third period.
Thompson, beautiful speed up ahead. Thompson wrister, and that one just went wide. Might have caught a piece of the glove there of Johnson. Cougars, though, move it up the ice with speed. Hustling after it into the corner is Jordan Meyer. Meyer with a backhander down to the other side. Braves working it nicely along the boards. Colquitt now. Good pass up ahead. That one might have just caught the stick of Johnson as it goes into the corner. 6:55 remaining in this one. We've talked about Thompson, and he's been having a really good game so far for Bradley.
Oh, for sure. And like I mentioned earlier, his speed, he was bound to make a difference tonight. He's just, like I said, one of the smaller players on the team. But that speed he has is unmatchable.
Giveaway out front, and that was a dangerous play that SIUE almost converted on.
Colquitt almost went head first into his own net. And a glove by Nussbaum there for his 28th save of the night.
Very scary situation, but Nussbaum has been good all night. He's got, 30 saves now on the night with that most recent shot, and it's been a good game for him. He came in with a 0-4 record, 6 goals against average, and a .760 save percentage. But those numbers are certainly going to be improving after tonight's big performance. So SIUE will take this one. Here's Ford. As he falls down, he was able to get the shot off. But this one's turned around by Bradley the other way. Here come the Braves through center. Ernest is waiting for that puck at the point. Takes a nice hit as he moves it down low. 6:13 to go. Braves on top big here. 8-1 over the SIUE Cougars. That pass is in no man's land, so it's picked up by Ernest. Now SIUE will send it in deep. Aaron Gruber. Bradley trying to break this one out. Here is Matt Elman. Good pass ahead for Bishop. Seth Bishop stays on his feet around back behind the net. Bishop, pass in front, no problem. That's one of the better saves so far tonight from Evan Johnson.
For sure. I mean, he's faced 36 shots, 28 saves, letting up 8 goals, though. In the meantime, Nussbaum, 30 saves on 31 shots. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, the speed of Thompson and Cipro we've been talking about all night. Fun fact about these two guys, they're the 2 lightest players on the team. They're listed at 135 pounds. So, as light as they are, as small as they seem, they could kill you with that speed, and they have been tonight. You've heard their names a lot. They've been skating circles around this SIUE team.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can continue that tomorrow as well. Big game here. Again, same 2 teams, just at 3 o'clock Central Time. Once again from the Owen Center in Peoria, Illinois. We hope you can join us for that one as well. Then again, that D2 game prior to that at 12 noon. Should be another good day of hockey here at the OC. And then if you're in the Peoria, Illinois area, we encourage you to come out to the Mustangs game tomorrow as they return home for the first time in a couple weeks. And I know you'll be working that one, I believe.
I'll be on the PA announce team for that one, but tune in to the Mustangs game. You'll get to hear John Collin, who was calling the D2 game earlier. Great partnership here in the Owen Center between the Bradley Braves, University Hockey Club, and the Peoria Mustangs, who play locally in the area.
Yeah, and earlier this morning, the Peoria Rivermen were having a practice here at the Owen Center, and they play their games just over in downtown Peoria at the Civic Center. Another great hockey club here in the Peoria, so a lot of
tight-knit hockey community in Peoria. You know?
Very good to see that here as the Braves move forward in this one. Here's John along the boards, unable to keep it in. Braves regather it. Here's Colquitt. Gave it away. And the battle is finally picked up here by Michael Dixon, and he's completely offside, so we'll get a whistle. With 4:08 remaining in this one.
Going back to earlier about just talking about Peoria and hockey in general, the thing about Peoria is it's such an interesting spot of Illinois. You got no major sports teams. You're right in the middle of St. Louis and Chicago. You come in with a place like, you have a pretty large-sized university in Bradley with students from all over. But one thing everybody can agree on is we got the Braves, the Rivermen, and the Mustangs.
Yeah.
You know? No pro teams, but that's okay, man. You know.
Yeah, and of course the Peoria Chiefs, a minor league affiliate of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah. Very
nice stadium over there at Dozer Park. I mean, the sports, even though it's not professional, I mean, it's very good stuff here in Peoria.
It's always a fun time in P-Town.
This one will be picked up here by Bradley's Johnny Whitelaw. A lot of Braves getting their names on the score sheet here tonight as they've put up 8 on the goaltender Johnson tonight. Now moving through Center with speed for SIUE is Gruber. Gruber with a pass that, or pardon me, a shot that caught a piece of the iron, but no problem at all. This one will sneak down the other way with 3:25 to go. And it'll just be smartly held onto by Evan Johnson as we are starting to wind this game down here in Peoria.
Indeed, 3:23 left to go. What has been a blowout game, 8-1. And we're just hitting about 11:40 here by the time this game ends. It might be close to 12 depending on the whistles, midnight. We've been here a while, but it's been a productive day. It's been a good day. We've seen wins from both Bradley hockey teams. Just one thing I'm disappointed about, they closed the hot dog stand.
I am surprised, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought they would have it going maybe, you know, between games.
I hope.
And then
I thought.
I went out there and I was like, oh, no concession stand open, which was a little bit disappointing.
Gonna have to go get some food after this one. It's been a long night. I'm sure these players tired and hungry as well.
We saw the SIUE D2 team order like what, 10 pizzas?
Oh, you can smell it from up here, man.
It smelled delicious.
Gotta love it. But as for the Braves, this D3 team, speaking of hungry, they were hungry for a win tonight, and they definitely got one.
Absolutely.
Putting up an 8-piece nugget on the SIUE Cougars. That's a mouthful. We've been saying it all day. SIUE.
I'm surprised I haven't stuttered on that name so far because it's a tough abbreviation, but
it is.
John, you and I have all been doing pretty well on that tonight so far.
It's been a good day on the ice. I think it's been a successful day up in the booth. Just like I said, good day for Bradley all around.
Absolutely. Although this game is 8-1, the shots are actually a lot closer than I think we anticipated.
Yeah, we've mentioned that.
39-33 in favor of Bradley. But at one point, I believe Bradley was ahead like, what, 25-10? So
yeah, and here's the thing. Johnson for SIUE is 31 saves, but he's let up 8 goals.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, Nussbaum actually hasn't beat with 32 saves and only letting up that 1 goal. So, like I said, a really, really good night for Nussbaum. It's got to help his confidence since he didn't have the greatest numbers coming into this one, nor did the whole team. But, like, we've said it multiple times, guys. Just keep saying it. This is such a good win for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll kind of break it down here once we get to the final whistle. But SIUE trying to put one more in just for the heck of it here. But Bradley is able to smartly move this through center. Hustling after it is John Rindow. Just under 2 minutes to go in this one. Bradley Braves are going to be picking up their first win of the season for the D3 club. Big slapper that time. Missed the net. As there's 1:35 to go. Now Ford trying to grab a hold of it. Kept in by the Braves. Backhander held on to by Johnson. As Braves will hit the 40 mark on the shot total tonight.
Yep, good save for him there. It's his 32nd of the night as he matches Nussbaum in saves, but difference between them is he's let up 8.
Yeah, big difference though. But both goalies for the most part have been pretty good. It's just tough when you just keep getting shots fired at you. It's hard
and
to
your
keep
team in front of you, just to keep blatantly honest, isn't playing that good.
Yeah. So Bradley holds it in here. Sortino, he hit the bar. Beautiful shot. But he just wasn't able to convert on it. That would have been the 9th goal of the game for Bradley. They've already completely matched a season high. In fact, they only, like you mentioned, only scored 8 goals this entire season.
And now they have 8 in 1 game.
So SIUE trying to grab a hold of this loose puck. They'll move it back to the point. Here's Diebert, shot through traffic, and Nussbaum got a piece of it.
Nussbaum, 34th of the game.
So Bradley will bank this one off the boards and move it forward as we are officially under a minute to go, 47 to be exact. Good move by Diebert. Here is Diebert. Shot, and that one might have missed the net there. Diebert will lose control of it as it's picked up by Deion Thompson. Bradley just trying to stall here with 32 to go. Now it's Jordan Meyer. Coquit after it for Bradley and picked up by Sumter. Sumter will move it around to the other side. Picked up by Andrew Bundary. And now Coquit for Bradley. 15 seconds to go. And that is going to be a wrap on what has been, without a doubt, the best performance by this Bradley D3 team so far this year. They're going to pick up win number 1 on the season. They'll improve to 1-4, but what a heck of a hockey game we saw here tonight.
For sure, especially from Bradley's side. First win of the season. We saw a D2 win earlier here tonight. Great night for Bradley hockey.
Yeah, absolutely. So the D2 team won big today 4-1, and they doubled the goal total here for the D3 team with 8. And so a huge win and a 12-2 outscoring of Bradley by SIUE combined through the two teams. It was a huge win tonight. And Jack, let's talk about this most recent game tonight. Obviously not a great performance out there by SIUE. What are they going to have to do to change things up tomorrow and try and take a game from Bradley as they close out the series?
I'll say it one more time before we go off the air. Start Grant Jackson.
Yeah.
You let up 8 goals tonight. What are you going to do? Just why not give a goaltender change? As for the Braves, don't change anything, you know. Goalie looked great. Defense looked great. Offense looked great. I mean, put up 41 shots. Got 8 goals out of it. So as for the Braves, just keep playing the way you're playing and try to pick up that second win in a row tomorrow. But that's all I got for them.
Yeah. All right, so that's going to wrap it up here for our Bradley Hockey doubleheader coverage on the Bradley Hockey YouTube channel. For Jack Simzik on camera and Lori Cox, or pardon me, for Jack Simpson on Simzik, pardon me, on color commentary, and then Lori Cox on camera. I'm Matt Harrington. We hope you can join us tomorrow as these series continue. And a big win here for the Bradley Hockey team. We hope to see you tomorrow. So long, everybody.